I also want to go across now to Ajay Veer Jhakar, the chairman of the Bharat Krishak Samaj, and Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani, the president of NAREDCO. Mr. Hiranandani, you heard Amit Mitra speak over there. Lots of announcements which were made by the finance minister. But I think the point he's making is a lack of clarity on how much the centre is going to finance and how much states are expected to cough up, particularly given the context of states being racked financially during COVID. Is that a problem?
Of course, it's a problem. I think the states, not only West Bengal, I think the entire country, the states have an issue in terms of borrowing powers. And I think those need to be extended. Number two, I think the finance minister did say that the funding and financing of many of the activities which they have given have to come through, will be done by the centre. Now, the question is about whether it's going to be implemented in the manner in which has been said. That's a big question mark, and I don't know the problem between the states and the centre. But the fact is that states like Maharashtra have not paid their salaries. So they are paying salaries in installments of their own government servants. A lot of people have not been paid. I think the finance minister also accepted the fact that DISCOM payments have not been made, refunds of income tax have not been done, refunds of GST have not been done.
But there's been a 90,000 crore amount, Mr. Hiranandani, towards DISCOMs. Isn't that something that's going to keep the system churning?
Very positive. I'm really happy that it's being done. But
it's a huge amount.
It is a very positive
But Mr. Hiranandani, what among the proposals which were announced today, let's look at what happened today, do you actually welcome? For example, the entire issue of one nation, one ration card, which in 3 months will see approximately 86-87% of people covered, which would be covering 100% of people based on digital technology if it is implemented, and it's a promise made by the finance minister. Won't this bring enormous benefits? Is this not something we should welcome?
I fully 100% welcome the idea, and I think it's wonderful to use technology in order to do it. Something like the direct money transfer which took place in the last month or the 2 months before, which took place. I think it all happened because of use of technology right up to the poorest of poor. I think it's a very, very sound idea, and I think it should be implemented as soon as possible. Number two, what I see, Vishnu, is there is a huge amount of empathy for the migrants, for the poor, for the people who are downtrodden, something which I didn't see in the last few weeks when migrant workers were required to walk 500 to 1,500 kilometers to reach their home. I think finance minister and the prime minister is fully compensating that story. And I'm sure that their interest is to see that the money which they have talked about reaches the poor, including the food. See, the food in the granaries is overflowing. And I'm so happy that they are going to utilize this. A lot of people thought they should do further direct money transfers. But I think with so much food in the granaries, it's a very good idea in order to actually do that.
Okay, Mr. Hiranandani, one moment. I want to just keep the strike rotating. I want to bring in Ajay Veer Jhakar over here. Mr. Jhakar, in terms of the 30,000 crore emergency fund, which brings a relief for 3 crore farmers, is this not absolutely essential, or do you believe that implementation will be what this is all about and that implementation might be problematic?
See, rather than getting disappointed with what's been announced today, we should keep in mind that 2 or 3 more press conferences are due.
But are you disappointed by today, sir? Because I would think that there are lots of things over here which on the face of it is meant to bring relief for millions. Dr. Mitra spoke about implementation issues and where is the money coming from. But assuming that these are thought out schemes, is there anything here you welcome for farmers, for example?
Yes. So you mentioned the 30,000 crores being made available by NABARD to rural banks.
Yes.
Now the problem with this scheme is that this money is being given at a 4.8% interest to the cooperative banks, rural cooperative banks, district cooperative banks, to be returned to NABARD within 12 months. Which means that the banks will have to take money from NABARD, give it to the farmers will have to repay those loans, and these banks will have to return the money back to NABARD. Now, this is where issues come in. I think the intent of the finance minister is good to increase liquidity and availability to people, but when the bureaucracy makes these programs, they mess it up. And so there is, I think, a big disconnect between the intent of the government and how the schemes are being planned. And I really want to put this point today is that we have heard Sanjeev Sanyal talk about it. We've heard Niti Aayog talk about it, Agriculture Ministry talk about it, that lots of consultations are taking place, CII, FICCI, ASSOCHAM, PhD Chamber of Commerce with hundreds of businessmen. I would like to ask, has the Agriculture Ministry held any consultations with farmers or farmer organizations? Because I know they're holding consultations on farmer issues with business houses. If they have held consultation with farmer organizations, they should put it on the table. And I think this is the worrisome part of the package, is that the finance ministry is taking out a package on the recommendation of individual ministries which are not consulting stakeholders for who the package is planned. So this goes to the heart of the issue, why the package is not as interesting and as good as it could have become with the same amount of finances.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank both of you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's huge in terms of the announcements themselves, so many schemes. I think the issue is one of implementation. But what I hear loud and clear from all of you is that perhaps stakeholders needed to have been better informed about how it's going to all work out on the ground.